the beat of New York.
103.5 KTU.
103.5 KTU, the beat of New York, with Cubby and Carolina in the morning. And who's here?
Camila, Cabello!
Yeah!
Hey guys, what's up?
Gosh, I feel like I know you, but I've never met you.
Oh, that's true. I can't believe, I feel like we've done festivals and you've done all these shows for us, and Cubby's been around, but you guys have never really met each other.
Because
I know.
we've been at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
But we're such big fans, and welcome to New York. Your album's out today. First of all, before we get to your album, you come to New York a lot, right?
I do. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah. What is like the one thing you have to do when you come to New York?
I mean, New York is definitely in the United States. It's my favorite place in the United States. And I live in Miami, and I love Miami.
Mm-hmm.
There's just an energy here that's just magical. I've also been I binge watched 4 seasons of Sex and the City. I'm on season 5 now.
Oh my gosh, which one are you? Are you Carrie, Charlotte,
I'm Carrie,
Samantha?
for sure. Even
Okay.
though people would think that I'm Charlotte, but I'm 100% Carrie.
Well, I've always been Samantha in my group, girl.
Nice.
So, I'm
Yeah.
that one. But yeah.
Kill it. Yeah.
Is there a certain restaurant you have to eat at in New York?
Well, I love Serendipity is but I don't go there all the time.
Right.
It holds a special meaning for me.
Yeah.
And so my mom and my manager and I, that's like the place that we go to when something really, really incredible is happening to celebrate.
That's so
cool. The first place that we met when we went out to eat was Serendipity. And Serendipity is also my favorite word. It's one of my favorite movies.
Can you spell it?
Serendipity.
Wow.
Wow. I'm just waiting for the Serendipity single. That might be the
It's like
next one.
the Mississippi song.
Oh, yeah.
SSI.
PPI.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember in school we used to always do that. So I love it there. Yeah, but I love walking around here, and I love the West Village too.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Such a good vibe.
It's so beautiful. I
Yeah.
just feel like it's so magical here. There's just like this energy, and I love getting lost in like a crowd of people.
Well, you can here, and that's the beauty of it. But in Miami, where you're from and where I spent a lot of my time, that's where I started my career. That's
Where are you from?
I lived in Weston, so my parents, they call it Westonzuela, but
But where are you from?
Oh, Nicaragua.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. So it's like for me, when you're describing New York and this magical part of it, that's how the way that I feel about Miami.
Miami is magical too, but
Yeah.
it's different. I think it's also because I live in kind of like the suburb area of
Right.
It's kind of like what Westchester is here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
A little bit out of town.
it's very chill.
Right.
But access to the South Beach and, to South Beach and everything there. But like what I was going to say is that, that magic and that spirit, when I first heard Havana, I know that you said once in an interview that you weren't sure if people were going to get it. It hit me like a Mack truck because
that's really
I was
nice.
like, man, I was feeling it. And I mean, obviously other people are too, because I mean, how long has it been number one now? What?
7 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So why were you hesitant about Havana at first?
Well, I wasn't hesitant, but I definitely wasn't like, you're never sure that something is gonna. Hate saying this, but unfortunately that's how industry. That's how the suits think of it. It's like if this is gonna work,
right?
But you can't. I that wasn't a song that I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be. Even though, to be honest with you, I don't care because it's.
You're doing what you want to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If it sticks,
because
it sticks.
you can't care because then you're just gonna make boring stuff.
Right.
And you can also overthink things, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that was a huge thing that I learned last year. It's like if you play it safe, then there's no real reward.
Right.
So you have to take risks. And so nobody really thought that it was gonna be, because it was different than everything at radio. And so a lot of the times different can be good, but it can also be like this is just not gonna fit well. And
You kind of have to have ESP in a way. You have to kind of have a vision where music's going to be in 6 months, don't you?
well, I don't really think that's. I don't know. I don't think that it's possible to do that, but you do have to have a vision for yourself, like
And a voice, which
Yeah,
is
you have
hard
to
for
be
a lot
like-
of artists to do.
Yeah, and that takes a certain. You just have to be in the right state of mind to be like, you know what? No matter what, this is who I want to be. This is what I want to stand for. This is the kind of thing that I want to bring to the table. This represents who I am, and it's like if people get it, that would be the most amazing thing in the world. But if not, I'm just gonna keep doing it until somebody,
Yeah.
until they, kick me
Do.
out or
Right.
something.
Well, no, people did get it. And I think that it was such a treat for a lot of your fans because you've been you gave a couple of little snippets of the album and people are just been waiting. They want to hear it. Do you feel like it's a well-rounded representation of what you want to be or how you want to be viewed as an artist?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like it's just there's so many different sides to it, just like there are different sides of my personality, and I feel like it's just I think it's just sincere. Like I was just listening to the songs and I was just kind of like, it's amazing how it came together, but at the same time, it's so raw. Like the process to a lot of the songs, it's not so, I feel like for a lot of pop albums, which is amazing, but it just didn't happen this way for my album. It's like you cut one line hundreds of times, right? And I was just listening back to a lot of the songs and I was like, it's amazing how many of the songs are the writing demos. And I was just like, it's
That's
just
rare.
amazing how it
Yeah.
all came together. You know what I mean? Because I was listening to, Never Be the Same or Into It. And it, Havana was definitely the hardest one, but a lot of them were just kind of made, I came into the room and so my Frank Dukes, who is the executive producer of my album, would play me a beat. And for Never Be the Same, I did a freestyle. I did 8 freestyle passes. And it's amazing that song came together so quickly. And so much of the ad-libs was just so many of the ad-libs were, me doing an ad-lib take 2 or 3 times, and that ended up being used. And I was just I was listening to the songs, and I was like, it's cool that it's so, it feels like it's so raw. It's kind of I put a lot of effort into it, but it's not, it's kind of I can't explain it. It's not super manufactured.
Well, it's slightly effortless, but you don't want to say that because you're still so humble and sincere about it, But it sounds like to me that it was slightly effortless because you hear about
and
people
some
that
were
are
not. Havana
Yeah.
was not effortless. Havana
Right.
was it was so hard. But a lot of the songs were, it just felt just really, I don't know.
It came together.
Yeah.
Now, I
So,
wanted
yeah.
to ask
I
you
just thought
about
that was cool because I feel especially for me, that's so the opposite of how I usually do stuff. I
Right.
remember for Bad Things, I literally cut that song 100 times.
Oh my God.
And I'm usually not the kind of person to be oh, okay, that's good. But I feel I don't know. I feel this album was it was just
Oh,
meant to be,
that's
I don't know.
amazing. Now, yesterday an article came out. The New York Times did a profile on you, a pretty incredible one. But the first line says, Camila Cabello has only been in love once. But when it comes to crushes, she's a connoisseur. So, what exactly does that mean? It's are they saying that you're crushing on a million people or what?
Well, I definitely always have a crush on someone. But
Okay,
I
who's
mean,
the current crush? I mean, a current crush could be anyone.
it could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could be Mr. Big from Sex and the City.
Totally. Who didn't?
Well, that was
crush on
15 years
him?
ago. People were saying
Yeah.
that, but you're catching up. I get it. I know. I got it.
But he's still, he gets better with age.
Right.
I don't know what he looks like. But
You like older dudes? Younger dudes?
No, I was
your
just-
age.
I was joking, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me, I've always been. It's just kind of the way I am ever since first grade. I feel like I always like someone.
Yeah.
But I think that's just fun. I don't know. And a lot of the times for me, it's I usually. A lot of the times my crushes are just distant. They're just kind of from far away. But I think it's important to have somebody to daydream about.
Absolutely. I
I
mean,
don't know. I
it's-
feel I remember even going to school and it's if I didn't like anybody, I would just be
now I have to go to
whatever.
science.
yeah, it just.
Did you ever write a note to somebody, say, check yes, check no, can
No,
we
I
hang
wasn't
out?
that bold. I
No,
wish
you
I
were-
would have been though.
Well, now,
I mean,
you-
in school, it was always far away crushes.
Right.
I didn't, talk to a guy that I liked that liked me back. So I was 16.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I can't believe that you're that shy because I see you on stage and you just have this incredible
Sex appeal.
presence.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
it's this confidence,
Thanks.
But that has to come from somewhere,
Yeah, but that came way later.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
You should call back all the people that signed your yearbook and gave their phone number. Hey, keep in touch. You should just call them
Hags.
and go.
Did you guys ever have hags?
No, what's that?
Hags?
Have a great summer.
Oh, I never. Oh, I never
I
heard.
did live
No, I got
hags.
I got KIT a lot in my
What's that?
keep in touch, and they would put
Yeah.
their phone number
it's
in
like
there.
the people that didn't know you, they were like,
Right.
hags.
Heck.
And you're like, wait a
And if
minute,
a
don't
guy
call
you
me that.
liked was like hags, you're like, oh, he
Now,
hags me.
you were spotted recently at a Christmas concert. You were hanging backstage, and they told me that they saw you in Taylor's dressing room with Ed Sheeran, Taylor, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively. That just sounds like surreal to me.
Oh my God, I
can
was
you-
so awkward around Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Can you even do you just watch them and be like, what is your relationship
I was
like?
really stupid. I just became I was like, I just got really nervous because I wasn't expecting for them to be there. And I love Ryan. I've seen Deadpool and
Yeah.
I just love his movies. I feel like I watched his movie the day before. What was the one that's Definitely Maybe?
Oh my gosh.
With
is that
the little girl?
is that the one with the Yes, he is so good. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I love him.
And obviously Blake Lively is a
Yeah,
queen. And I
yeah.
love them together.
yeah, but Ed
they
is
were
kind of
super
like your
cool.
best friend, right?
Yeah,
you guys
Ed,
are really cool.
Ed and Taylor I've known for a while, so I'm they're my friends. But yeah, I just wasn't expecting for them to be there, and I just got kind of weird. I was like, why are you being so weird? Stop being weird. But yeah.
And Taylor and her new boyfriend, you've hung out with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they the next royal couple, you think?
That's not really it's not my business.
So now you work with so many people, and something that I really enjoyed seeing was you and Diplo at our Fiesta Latina. I love the friendship that you guys
I love
have.
him.
It's almost like he's a big brother. He was looking out for you, and
Yeah.
you worked with him before. But who is the dream collaborator? Who's the person that's the
On your
golden
list.
ring?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've been really lucky because everybody that I've collaborated with, I've had, like you said, there's been real friendships that have come out of that. I love Wes so much. Love Sean. Love MGK. I don't know. I haven't thought about. I mean, obviously, there's a list of artists that I think are really great. I would love to do a song with Ed. That would be super cool. Love.
How about Cardi B?
Kendrick. Yeah, I love her. She's Latina.
I know,
Yeah.
I love her.
She's really blown up too.
I
Yeah,
can
I
tell
know.
you my dream collaboration for you is I would love to see you do something with Mary J. Blige or
Oh, yeah.
Right.
you know what I mean? I feel like that would be so strong.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, yeah, that'd be super cool.
I'll
I mean,
put that in the universe.
Love Kendrick. Love Chance. I love Chance the rapper.
Chance is good.
Yeah.
We'll leave it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it open.
I just wanted to ask you one more question before we leave because
Yes.
there's been a big controversy and I'm not sure if you're aware, but now there are t-shirts about the controversy. What was up with the tea at New Year's Eve? Did they not offer you tea at the New Year's Rockin' Eve? Because Mariah,
Well, I only sang one song, so it would kind of be a lot if I was in the middle of a second verse.
right,
Right. Where's my tea?
No,
But it was really cold outside.
It was freezing.
It was
We were
crazy, and
watching.
she did amazing, and she looked incredible. She looked so
Well, she redeemed
good.
herself from last year for sure.
Oh, for
yeah.
I was
sure.
wearing 5 layers of clothing.
No,
Right.
but you looked amazing too. You rocked it. But I was cracking up because didn't you go? You went before her. I was watching it.
Yeah,
I was in
and
Ohio.
we were all in the trailer, and we were all watching her.
Yeah.
But she did great. Yeah, she was amazing.
Well,
I'm gonna
now-
buy one of those shirts.
I was gonna say now you can it's the hashtag found my tea t-shirts.
Right.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God,
They
that's-
just came out today. So
That's
I
the
wanted
one
to
good
ask you
thing
about
about.
it.
I mean, that's the best thing about the internet.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
happen so quickly.
Well, no,
yeah.
it's just and some of the humor is just I don't know, it's really funny.
I
Yeah.
love that she's
I thought there would be
playful
tea.
and having fun with it rather
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean. So no, well, Camila Cabello, we cannot thank you enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
congratulations.
guys.
Your new album is out today, and we
Yay.
can't be happier for you. We
Thank
love you. Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
oh
On the beat of New York.
1035 KTU.